Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the invocation given by Chaplain Lee.
As I pray according to my faith tradition, I encourage you to pray according to yours. Lord of all creation, we have gathered here today to observe the time-honored custom of retreat of our nation's colors, the signal of the ending of the official duty date, and a time to pay respect to our great flag. May the stars and stripes ever be a beacon of light and liberty for all who set their sights on them. And may the colors forever be etched in our minds as a symbol of the sacrifice and dedication of all those who have served before us. Each day, as our airmen and guardians pause from their duties during the sound of the bugle, may they be mindful of the generations who have fought before them and pave the way forward for them to now walk upon. This morning, the Bulldogs of the 326th Training Squadron prepare to graduate from basic military training and receive their appointment. They've walked through the trial of BMT, and they have been reformed. They have learned the importance of integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. They experience setbacks and hardships, but learn that they are but opportunities to get up, get better, and get it done. Thank you. Would you bless them in all that they do? And would you grace us with your presence today in this place? In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's basic military training graduation ceremony. We would like to introduce our distinguished guests, beginning with the host for today's ceremony, the Commander, Air Force Basic Military Training, and 1990 graduate of Basic Military Training, Colonel Jeff Dixon, accompanied by his wife, Andrea. The acting senior enlisted leader, Air Force Basic Military Training, and 2001 graduate of Basic Military Training, Chief Master Sergeant Alan Frank. From the graduating squadron, the Commander, 326 Training Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Nicholas Smith. The Senior Enlisted Leader, 326 Training Squadron, and 1998 graduate of Basic Military Training, Chief Master Sergeant Antonia Cardona, accompanied by her husband and 1993 graduate of Basic Military Training, Fabian. The Commander, 1st Delta Operations Squadron, Detachment 1, Major Clint Emblem. The Senior Enlisted Leader, 1st Delta Operations Squadron, Detachment 1, and 2003 graduate of Basic Military Training, Senior Master Sergeant Anthony Ray Chewell. Also in attendance with us today, the Chief of Research Programs at the Russia Strategic Initiative, Colonel Chris Forrest. The Vice Commander, Special Warfare Training Wing, Colonel Trey Irick. The Senior Enlisted Leader, Space Operations Command, and 1992 graduate of Basic Military Training, Chief Master Sergeant Jacob Simmons. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 737 Training Group is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Master Sergeant Antonia Cardona will now come forward and address our graduating class.
Good morning, family and friends. How are you? All right. Welcome to the best squadron's graduation, the Squadron. Thank you for trusting us with your loved ones. You're looking at our nation's newest airmen and guardians. Congratulations, graduates. 7.5 weeks ago, when you arrived here, I told you that we were going to start strong and we were going to finish strong. And you did just that. I know you all had plenty of moments where you often wondered, what on earth have I gotten myself into? But your faith, family, and your teammates wouldn't let you falter, and you did not fail. You didn't just learn to take care of each other, of yourselves, but you learned to take care of each other. You also learned the importance of being a good wingman and what a good teammate is all about. You learned that as individuals, there are limits to your strengths, but when you're willing to work together, you can accomplish anything. Today, you stand ready to guard our freedom and our way of life. You all should be so very proud of what you've achieved because we are very proud of you. Your service to our air and space force and nation has never been more important. Remember to stay true to yourself and be the best version of yourself. Seeing our military training instructors in action as they develop these airmen and guardians to fulfill their roles has been absolutely phenomenal. Thank you to all military training instructors, especially those in the 326, for the hard work, precision, and professionalism that you display every day in the nation. Finally, graduates, I leave you with this. You are joining a team that will look to you to define the character of our air and space force for years to come. We have the utmost faith in you because every time you recite the Airman's Creed, you adamantly proclaim that you would not fail, and we believe you. As your senior enlisted leader, I hereby acknowledge your completion of all graduation requirements and have recommended to Colonel Pixley and Chief Master Sergeant Dan Anderson that you receive your coveted Airmen's and Guardians coin, which signifies your transition today from trainees to Airmen and Guardians. Congratulations!
At this part of the ceremony, the military training instructors will distribute the Venerable Airman's Coin, and for the first time, distinct Space Force coins to our Space Force graduates. The lore of military coins has many colorful suspected origins. However, a popular story stems from World War I, where American volunteers formed flying squadrons in France during the Great War. One of the volunteers was a wealthy lieutenant who took great pride in his service and had medallions cast in bronze, with his squadron's emblem on them. He gave those medallions to every member of his unit. Not long after, one of the pilots was shot down behind enemy lines and was captured by a German patrol. The German forces confiscated the pilot's possessions except for the pilot's medallion that he wore around his neck. While in confinement in a small French village, the captured pilot took advantage of a nighttime bombardment by the Allies. He donned civilian clothes and escaped after crossing the front lines to safety. He came across a French outpost where he was initially thought to be a saboteur, until he showed them his unit coin. The French forces recognized the unit emblem, and instead of any harsher treatment, he received a bottle of wine. Today, several military units have developed their own coins and specific rules for them. Many organizations give out their unit coins to recognize outstanding performances and achievements. The coins the airmen and space professionals receive today are unique in that they originate here at the gateway to the Air Force and are only given to those who complete this rigorous course of instruction. On one side of the airman's coin, the original emblem of the Air Force resides as envisioned by General Henry Hap Arnold, one of the first military aviators and later commander of the Army Air Forces in World War II. Beneath the emblem, the year 1947, the birth date of the United States Air Force, and around the rim of the coin, the core values of the Air Force: integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. Inscribed on the other side of the coin is the newly recognized emblem of the Air Force, a symbol that honors the heritage of our past and represents the promise of our future. The emblem retains the core elements of the Henry Hap Arnold emblem, the Arnold wings, and the star within a circle. The modern effect of the emblem reflects our Air and Space Force today and into the future. Inscribed in a half circle above the contemporary Air Force emblem is the Air Force motto, "Aim high, fly, fight, win." And on the border of the coin, a reminder to all who see this is inscribed, "Awarded on the occasion of becoming an airman in the world's greatest Air Force." The Space Professional coin also has a distinctive design. On one side, it displays the original emblem of the Space Force, the Delta, which was first used by space units in 1961, and honors the heritage of the United States Space Force. Beneath the emblem is the year 2019, the birth date of the United States Space Force. Inscribed on the other side of the coin is the Space Force motto, "Semper Supra," which translates to "always above." This represents the Space Force's role in establishing, maintaining, and preserving our nation's dominance and freedom of operations in the space domain. On the coin's border is a commemorative inscription that reads, "Awarded on the occasion of becoming a charter member of the United States Space Force."
Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Colonel Nicholas Smith will now come forward and address our graduating class.
Hooyah Bulldogs! Good morning, families and friends of the 37th Training Wing. Welcome to the home base military training for both the Air Force and the United States Space Force. Thank you for your love and support that you have provided to these new airmen and guardians in the defense of our wonderful country, the United States of America. More importantly, thank you for your trust. It is my great honor to introduce the 601 Airmen and 46 Guardians from the 326 Training Squadron as our nation's newest Airmen and Guardians. To our veterans, thank you for the wonderful sacrifices that you made. You paved the way for us in defense of freedom, and we wish to continue on this wonderful tradition. Thank you very much, veterans. To the military training instructors, thank you for your hard work and dedication that you have provided to base military training. We cannot operate without you and the sacrifices that you continue to make every day and never be forgotten. As your commander, I'm extremely honored to lead and work with you with such an outstanding group of individuals. I must say, well done. Freedom is never free. We must strive to excel every moral standard that encompasses the foundation of justice and protection for those who are either too weak or too afraid to defend themselves. As you walk the halls of valor and honor, please remember those that have fallen, whom allowed us to enjoy the rights and privileges that we all possess. Please remember through hard work and dedication, you always excel and accomplish your goals as you move forward throughout your lives and your careers. Always remember that you are willing to sacrifice so that others may live. Thank you, Airmen and Guardians, Your future service is well appreciated across the United States of America and our allied nations around the world. Best of luck to you, and as always, look to the sky and maintain hope, and remember that unity will take us far and beyond. Again, I'm very proud of you all. Now please go forward and succeed. Finally, go ahead, clap it up. Finally, Airmen and Guardians, always remember to never give up and strive to support and help others succeed. Is that clear? Always remember to always support and defend those who are not strong enough to defend themselves. That is the cost of freedom. Is that clear? Lastly, always remember, we are one team. Thank you, congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take this opportunity to recognize basic military traits' most outstanding performer, someone who demonstrated their ability to successfully navigate all assessments, testing their physical abilities, academic aptitude, and the adaptability to the military environment through multiple progress checks. This airman has surpassed all others in the challenges of training and has earned the distinction of being the top graduate of this class. The top graduate is from Flight 581, Airman Sean Turson. He is from Tom Rivers, New Jersey, and joined the Air Force to become an explosive ordnance disposal technician. His recruit is Technical Sergeant Favors from East Brunswick, New Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as a sign of unity as our top graduate leads us through the Airman screen. Instructors, place your flights at attention.
I am an American Airman.
I am a warrior. I have answered my nation's call. I am an American Airman. My mission is to fly, fight, and reign. I am faithful to a proud heritage, a tradition of honor, and a legacy of valor. I am an American Airman, fighting for freedom and justice. My nation's sword and shield, its century and adventure. I defend my country with my life. I am an American Airman. Leader, warrior. I will never leave an airman behind. I will never falter. Airman of air!
Congratulations, Bulldogs. Now, how about that Squadron ride? Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Instructors, place your flights at ease.
Detail. Help!
This morning, we honor our heritage of military customs and traditions as we welcome our newest airmen and guardians into the ranks of the Department of the Air Force. There are two purposes for this morning's retreat ceremony. The retreat ceremony is a solemn event conducted at every United States military installation around the globe. It signifies the end of the official duty day. And today is symbolic of the end of training for our graduates. But more importantly, it is to pay respect to our nation's flag. When we offer our respect for our flag and to our national anthem, we have an opportunity to reflect thoughtfully on the democratic principles that have made our nation great. The meaning of freedom, dignity of the individual, the pursuit of happiness, and the national unity all come to mind when you think of our flag. It is the symbol of our nation to the world. Military members have a special bond with the flag. These airmen are part of the flag's tradition because they symbolize the spirit and sacrifices of the military and dedication to the defense of this great nation. and the principles it represents. When we salute the flag as it is lowered, we ask that you think. Think about the flag flying over Arlington and other national cemeteries. Think about the flag being carried into combat by the service members who precede us. Think about the freedom Americans enjoy today. Freedom without precedent in the history of the world. The men and women who stand before you today represent the projection of strength behind our flag. Our flag security detail consists of members from the graduating squad, led by Technical Sergeant Robert Martin. Our Commander of Airmen is Technical Sergeant Joshua Jordan. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the sounding of retreat and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem.
Retreat!
The flag stands for peace, honor, truth, justice, and freedom. In the Armed Forces of the United States, during the ceremony of retreat, the flag is lowered, folded in a triangle fold and kept under watch throughout the night as a tribute to our nation's honored dead. The next morning, it is brought out to the ceremony of reveille. The flag has been torn to strips and used as bandages for wounded combatants on the battlefield. It has been placed in the trembling arms of a grieving parent as the grave of their fallen son or daughter. It is flown at half-staff to honor our military members. The flag has flown in every battle of every war for more than 200 years. It is flown at Valley Forge, Shiloh, and Gettysburg. It was there at San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, in the Argonne Forest, Anzio, Rome, on the beaches of Normandy. It was waved at Okinawa, Korea, Vietnam, Somalia, Kuwait, Iraq, and in Afghanistan. The flag has been burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of countries that America has helped set free. Yet, it remains invisible.
Sir, the flag is secured. Sign the code. Left wheel. Hard. Forward. Hard. Left wheel. Hard. Forward. Hard.
Congratulations on achieving this historic milestone that marks the beginning of your career. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seating area. The graduates will be dismissed momentarily. We ask that you refrain from running onto the retreat pad, and please use caution when descending the bleachers. Families with graduates in the drum and bugle corps are asked to wait for their graduates on the north side of the west bleachers while they secure their equipment. Town pass ends at 2000 hours. When dropping off airmen and guardians, please stay in your vehicle. Family members are not authorized to enter any training area. Thank you, and please enjoy your stay at the 37 Training Wing, Lackland, Texas. All graduates are now released to their visitors. Top graduate, please report to the book.